Yeah. Yo, it's time to talk that sports talk with Cooper and Big Man. Time to tackle this beat. Don't ever count us out, cause we always kicking out. We go raw for people and put the smack down on the street. New desperados in town, we going all elite. Mess around, got a triple-double on them. Sucker like OG, slam dunking on them. We got what you want, we got what you need. We bringing the heat. You wanna talk this and that, but we want that Hall of Fame shot. You always see us swinging for the fences. So watch out, ladies and gents, cause we hit the strategic section. And you know we gonna keep you guessing. Tag teaming on these haters, singing up blessings. We gonna keep praying for you, cause you know that old saying, don't hate the player, hate the game. See, that's the thing that separates us. We're on that road to greatness, and there ain't no stopping us. We them go-getters, and we gonna go get it. Shut it down like a no-hitter with 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 away. We're doing that splitter, you never seen it coming. Something like an arcade, whoa. We gonna keep the crowd jumping. And if you ain't down with that, we got 4 words for you. Cause it's sports talk with Cooper and Big Man.
Welcome back to another episode of Sports Talk with Cooper and Big Man. This is Big Man.
It's Cooper.
As always, joining me. I don't know why. He just keeps coming back.
Yeah, I just come back for more. What's up?
I don't know, man. You're just going to have to just chill out and find out. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, man, it's been a while since we've been doing this podcast.
Dude, too long, bro.
I know.
Too much going on, though.
Life been trying to take us out.
that flu virus.
Yeah. Not the coronavirus. We have not gone to China. I promise you that. I promise you that. I have not been to China, okay? Okay. No, sorry, I had to do a little Donald there. Anyways.
Well, I ain't trying to pop any bubbles either from, the air in China.
Right? So. Yeah, don't be getting that bubble
that
wrap.
Bubble wrap.
Pop. A little bit of the bubbly wrap. Oh! Had a little too much fun there, didn't I, Jericho?
Score 1 for the home team.
Yeah, buddy. All right. Boy, we've had a lot of things happening. Our last podcast was right before the Royal Rumble. That should tell you how long it's been.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude.
Because we're almost, exactly a month? Past a month? Or
yeah, almost the next pay-per-view, isn't it? Like next week?
Yeah, we'll have the Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So, interesting matches going on there, too. We'll get to talking about that. We got the unfortunate passing of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna and all the family members that passed away on the helicopter crash that happened right before the Super Bowl, which was unfortunately very sad.
We also had Rocky Johnson pass away.
We had Rocky Johnson pass away, so that was also sad. Very sad. It's been rough.
It's been brutal, and on top of that, day before yesterday, my fiance and I had to put our dog down. So
yeah.
That was really quite rough because that's the first time I've ever, done something like that, and I know it was hard on her. It's been real rough on the whole house.
It has been.
So,
but we're back. We're gonna try to get this done. We're gonna try to be back on a weekly basis. So hang tight. Let's get going on this stuff,
we're
man.
We're just gonna say try, because
life happens.
The way things go, we're not really getting paid to do this yet. So
we're open though. We're
open. Yes, that's the goal. We would love to do this as like a career.
Yes, we would.
I mean? So that is the ultimate goal. But as of right now, we've got other priorities that we have to take care of, and honestly, too, we have some good interviews coming up.
We do.
And I wanted to, we both wanted to make sure that when we did these interviews, we weren't hacking and sick everywhere. So
exactly, because and don't forget, at one point I did pretty much lose my voice. I was close.
Oh, dude, we were in the Taco Bell drive-thru, and you couldn't even shout out the order, bro.
I was like, I need tacos. They're like, what? I'm like,
too bad I didn't find out about TikTok before then, bro.
I know, right?
Speaking of TikTok, one of our interviewees
is on TikTok.
Yes. What you think, bro? Who's this gonna be?
Tattoo Girl 2020. Shout out to you, Brandy. We can't wait to have you on next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We can't wait. She is quite the woman.
Yes, she is. So it's going to be a fun interview, and I hope you all look forward to it next week. But let's dig down and get into some sports.
Let's do this.
This is a sports talk show, by the way. So let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's start off with the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble, man.
We had an interesting night that night.
Yes,
some surprise returns.
Oh, yes.
Someone's favorite surprise return. Well, I think his second favorite.
Someone my favorite didn't show up.
His
I was kind of
didn't show up. He cried.
I was kind of bummed.
I'm just kidding. He didn't cry, but he cried. No, I'm kidding. So let's start it out. Let's see. We have the results somewhere. I have the results. Go ahead and start talking about some results.
Man. Well, let's see here. Brock Lesnar started number 1.
Yeah.
He went through 10 people.
Yeah, dude, I didn't think he was going to get eliminated there for a while.
Dude, I was like going, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, for real. And even Braun Strowman and Keith Lee, I figured at least one of them guys would have been like, you out, bro. I mean, we all see how badass Keith Lee is, okay? I wish they'd bring him up to the main roster already.
Yeah, but they just put a title on him, so he's probably going to run with the title for a while.
And they didn't put the main NXT title on him. They put the, the North American or whatever they call that.
Yeah, whatever they want to call that.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention much to.
No, whoa.
Can we decide on the Flyers again?
I didn't want that. Sorry. Dang Geico.
Uh-oh.
Dang it, Geico. Stupid lizard.
Speaking of which, we need sponsors. So no, just kidding.
Progressive. That would be for me. Here we go. This is what I wanted. The breakdown. Matches.
Are we on the Bleacher Report?
No, I got the WWE.
Oh, we on the WWE
site. We got to be on the WWE site for this stuff, son. All right. So we had... Well, we were already talking about the men's. I was kind of waiting to save that for last, since that was the last one, but... Mr. I'm going to go ahead and hop right into it.
Hop right into that, baby, because that one was the bomb.
It was so crazy. So we had a lot of...
There's a lot of stuff that went down at the Rumble.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. So,
and our homie, our Juggalo homie, Wesley, he was there in attendance.
Right.
We got to see video of Roman Reigns getting... Roman Reigns spearing Baron Corbin onto the dugout.
That was great.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but let's go back to the men's Royal Rumble here.
Let's do it.
So Lesnar made his elimination tally up to 13 in succession, tying the all-time record set.
Was it 13?
Yeah, he made it all the way up to 13.
Wow.
I believe that record was set by Roman.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. And before he was then... Let's see here. When did he get knocked out? It's not telling me when he got knocked out. and his elimination title up to 13, all in a decision to tie the all-time Rumble record after simultaneous removals of Lee and Braun Strowman, catching his two fellow behemoths off guard from behind. Oh, it was McIntyre knocked him out with a Claymore kick.
You forgot that, bro?
Shh. You hush your face. Wow. Dude, it's been a month.
So it's been that long since you watched wrestling then?
Shh.
Dude, what the...
Yeah, my bad. I've been keeping up on my other sports shows.
Damn it, Randy.
Alright, anyway, so...
Damn it, big man.
McIntyre, who came in at 16, turned the match upside down with a Claymore kick.
Where's Ron Simmons when I need him? Damn!
Bam! Yeah, that was pretty good. Can't wait to hear that one later. The Sons of Beast toppling outside moments after Ricochet caught him with a swift kick below the belt. And that was funny, too. I love that part. I do remember that part. When Ricochet
and of course, I love how they don't mention it. This whole time, they haven't mentioned it. The fact that Ricochet actually, low-blowed him before that.
It was great. But it wasn't too long after that, 5 spots later, when the WWE Universe exploded at Minute Maid Park. When you hear, "You Think You Know Me" hits, and there is Edge.
Who?
Your favorite.
Who?
Your second favorite, actually. Edge.
Well, let's get this straight, okay?
Second favorite.
Edge did not steal the spear from Roman Reigns. I've heard all these social media things about kids getting all butthurt going, why did he steal his finishing move? No, kids, you have no idea. And for those that don't have no idea, we need to give you the smackdown. And that's for real.
Exactly. Because Edge was spearing everybody before Roman Reigns was even in the WWE. So there you go.
And I still think Edge has one of the best spears. The best spear I will give to Goldberg.
Young Goldberg. His spear now is
not what it used to be.
Yeah, young Goldberg. He's still got a pretty powerful spear, but not as powerful as it used to be. Then the Ultimate Opportunist, even though he showed a little bit of rust, came down and cleaned house with spears, and his first spear was to AJ Styles.
Yes.
That was fun. And then properly eliminate... Not appropriately. I don't know what I was saying. Immediately following which he eliminated AJ Styles, and AJ Styles ended up hurt. So he was out of action for a little bit after that. So we had a lot of more entrances. That was really the only major surprise. We did get a cool little reappearance from Montavious Pope. There we go.
Porter, bro.
Porter.
It's
MVP.
MVP.
Just give me MVP.
It's MVP, bro.
Montavious
Vontavious Porter.
Sorry. I'm not doing P. I'm done. I'm done.
MVP,
You're all,
baby. Come on
you're
now.
all mean to me.
He used to be one of your favorites.
Before he was a jerk, at the end of his career, he was a bad guy. I liked him better as a good guy because he was taking on everybody as a good guy.
And he was like the ultimate underdog, which was cool.
Yeah. And then we had a moment of Edge versus Orton that rekindled their rated RKO alliance for like a second.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was, man.
And then, Orton threatened to RKO Edge, and then Edge, in retaliation, threw him from the top ropes.
Yeah.
Which was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Did I miss something?
No, I'm just thinking further ahead with all that.
We'll get there when we
I
get
know.
there.
I'm just so mad about it.
We'll get there when we get there.
Goose-baba.
Can we finish the night first before
Sure.
we talk about?
Let's do it.
Before we get on with the road to WrestleMania. Anyways, so other than MVP and Edge, there wasn't really too much of a surprise from anything else, honestly.
I was actually quite surprised with that. I was kind of disappointed.
Who were you most disappointed about again? Not showing up?
I think most of the WWE universe and wrestling fans in general wanted to see CM Punk.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure they did, but that didn't happen because you're all a bunch of crybabies.
No, I think it's because he's just... There's something wrong with that guy, man. I don't know.
There's a lot wrong with that guy. But anyway, so Brock... let's see. So, Brock entered 1, followed by Elias. I'm just going to highlight some entrances. Morrison, who's been back, we know has been back for a little bit, but him being in was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, I think... Wasn't he number 2?
He was... No, Elias was 2.
Elias was 2.
Morrison was 5.
So he's... Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Well, he was tossing them left and right, so it wasn't like, there was...
You could really tell the difference because he kept tossing everybody. Let's see. I was surprised. Actually, a surprise for me was how early Cesaro came in at 9. That just seemed like a surprise early entrant.
Yeah.
MVP when he came in was at 12.
Cesaro is very underrated, and I think he's a very talented superstar.
Mm-hmm.
And just one of those things.
Very underutilized.
Yeah, one of those things where it's very underutilized. Just kind of like Shorty G. Whatever they're doing with Chad Gable, not cool.
Right.
Because you know what? He could have been the next Kurt Angle, but because he's short, everybody let's play on this.
Right.
No, let's play on the fact that he's Olympic gold medalist. Let's play on the fact that, he grew up watching WWE and Kurt Angle was one of his favorites.
Right.
I mean...
So, let's see here. So MVP at 12. Strowman came in at 14, which was another shock to me. Ricochet coming in at 15. Not really a shock about when he came in. So, I just highlighted that one.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre, we'll get to Drew McIntyre coming in at 16 here in a little bit. Miz came in at 17. AJ Styles at 18.
Yeah.
And of course, we discussed Edge. Matt Riddle coming in was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Riddle, he's a good superstar. I wish they would bring him up too. I think him and Keith Lee are main event players, dude.
All right. But other than that, there's not really any other surprises. Actually, I'm going to say probably my biggest surprise was the fact that Seth Rollins coming in at 30 didn't end up winning, honestly.
Yeah, right. And the biggest surprise of the night was, of course, not only did Drew McIntyre, kick Brock Lesnar's head off.
It was great.
It was amazing. He made it all the way through, bro.
Yeah, 34 minutes and 11 seconds.
The Scottish Terminator has made his presence, and he's going to go all the way to WrestleMania, and I swear that man will take the title off of Brock Lesnar.
And I'll be happy.
Yes.
I'll be happy.
And we get to see it.
Yes, we do.
In person, baby.
Yes,
that's what's up.
All right, can we go? All right, so we're going to, before we continue on with what you're trying to think about other things, let's go back to the other matches that we got to talk about.
Let's do this.
Because I know you want to get ahead, but let's finish the road to WrestleMania before you get too cray-cray.
I know.
You want to talk about the women's?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because we can talk about how irritated I am how this whole situation has gone down.
Yeah,
because I'm against this.
Let's talk about the best surprise entrance for the Women's Royal Rumble.
Me. I'm just kidding.
Santita, baby. Come on now.
I know, right? Santina's appearance.
That was funny, dude.
That was crazy.
It was hilarious.
So we had Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair started out, and Alexa survived quite a long time.
So did Bianca.
Yeah, she did. She 33 minutes and 20 seconds. That's a long time to last in that match. Yeah. We had Mighty Molly make an appearance. Holly.
That was pretty cool.
Yes, sir. Let's see here.
Some throwback there.
Let's see. I'm trying to see who else we had. Some surprises. Let's see here. Tamina reappeared, which was a nice surprise for me. I hadn't seen her on TV in a while, so.
And Tamina's your chick, man.
she's just psycho.
She's just a badass.
And she's kind of psycho.
And Randy likes some crazy chicks.
Let's see here. You know, I didn't realize that both Rumble winners actually almost entered at the same exact spot.
Wow, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, spot difference. We'll talk about who won in the women's in just a second, and I'll tell you who it was. Let's see. Beth Phoenix returned, which was nice.
Which is nice. I wish she would actually come back on a full-time basis more.
Yeah.
Because I really think she still got it. Did she get bloodied in that match and kept going through it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite surprise returns, Kelly.
Yes.
She came back at 21. And there's actually been rumors that she might show up for a while. So that'd be nice to see.
I definitely do. Yeah.
Well, let's see here. Nothing else is really a surprise, honestly. Well, I guess my surprise. Well, then we had Santino show up. That was at 29, eliminated by herself, which is funny.
My biggest surprise, really, to be honest, do you just want to cut the chase with it? Is the fact that Charlotte Flair actually won.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I guess I'm more disappointed because Ronda didn't show back up. I was hoping Ronda.
Yeah, I was hoping she'd show up, and I hope it'd be kind of like a Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler type thing.
Right. That would have been nice, but of course we didn't get our return. And then Shayna Baszler came in at 30, which again, I thought she was actually going to probably win since we didn't have Ronda.
Yeah.
But as you already pointed out, Charlotte won, and Charlotte came in at 17.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying that was interesting that both winners almost came in at the exact same point in their rumbles.
Yeah.
McIntyre at 16, Charlotte at 17. So that's quite cool. When you think
mean,
about
that tells you a lot, dude. Like, It really doesn't matter what position you start at.
Right.
It's not really luck of the draw. It's just kind of, well, I guess you would call it luck of the draw.
Right. It can be. I think you want to be, the closer you can be to 30 on the entrance, the better, obviously. Yeah. But I mean, we've seen it happen. Rey Mysterio from 2.
And I remember watching that year. I was in awe, dude. So,
right. So with Mysterio coming out from 2, that's as champion, or not champion, but as the Royal Rumble winner at 2 was pretty amazing. Let's see. And then let's go back to my regular matches. This wasn't much of a match at all. It was Sheamus versus Shorty G, which Sheamus won. So
yeah, whatever.
It was kind of I think really honestly the best regular match that didn't have really anything on the line except for pride was the Roman Reigns Corbin match.
Yes, that was a knockdown drag out, dude.
Yeah.
They were all over the arena. It wasn't a it was a falls count,
Yeah.
Like no holds barred type thing.
Yeah, falls count anywhere. So, it was worth the.
It was cool.
It was awesome.
I enjoyed that.
So it was
and
great.
Like I said, our buddy, the Juggalo homie Wesley, he hooked us up with some video footage,
right,
of pretty much Reigns spearing Corbin right over the top of because he was right behind the dugout, so it was just like right there. It was like, oh,
right.
It's like great shot, bro.
All right.
So,
it was awesome.
It was awesome.
So let's see here. Then we had, and basically we had championship matches after all that. United States champion Andrade beat Humberto Carrero. So that was all right.
Humberto Carrillo.
Yeah, Carrillo. Sorry.
Yeah,
my Spanish isn't what it used to be. Let's see. Bayley retained against Lacey Evans. Not surprising, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt retained against Daniel Bryan, though that was a good match.
That was a very good match.
So,
and Daniel Bryan took a beating, and props to that man.
He kept coming back.
Exactly, he kept coming back. And if you hear me coughing a little bit. We were out last night. It was my dad's birthday. We went to the keg room, had a few, hung out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cold, so I think maybe I got a little bit of, it kind of stirred a little cough. I don't know.
Another great match was Becky versus Asuka, because that was a hard fight.
Yes, man.
Back and forth match. There's a few times where I thought Asuka was going to pull that off.
Yeah, I still think Asuka's a main event player too, and I think it was very honorable of Becky to be like, hey, I've beaten everybody. The only one I really want to face is you.
Right.
You're
the one I haven't beaten.
It makes sense. It really does. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sums up pretty much what we had for the night there on the Royal Rumble.
And really, what would you give that overall?
I would say probably a B+.
Okay, 4 or 5 star rating.
Oh, you want a rating?
Yeah.
I'd probably then give it about a 4.3.
Yeah, I was gonna say about a 4. I was gonna say a 4.
Yeah.
Because only because the Royal Rumble, you're expecting some surprises, and there wasn't really much as far as surprises except for Edge.
Right.
And yes, that is the biggest surprise anyone could ever ask for or hope for, because anybody that knows the story and anybody that is a true wrestling fan knows that, he had neck fusion surgery and was told he could never come back to wrestling.
Right.
And he was out for 9 years?
Mm-hmm.
So it was and the look on the dude's face and the pop of that crowd was awesome.
Right.
It's pretty cool. So, there was this meme on there that said on Facebook that said, if Edge was gonna cry, I was gonna cry too. I felt the same way. The look on the dude's face was like he was trying to keep it in.
Right.
Because he's told he'd never be back in a WWE ring. So.
Exactly.
And what is cool is he fought his way back, and he's back.
Yeah.
Well, he's back.
Well,
Yeah.
he's as back as he's going to be because
For now.
I think it's mostly going to be because of his age now.
Yeah.
He's kind of got a Legends contract now.
That and kind of what's going on. So.
Right. So that brings us to the road to WrestleMania.
Let's do that. Let's just keep on with this. This Edge and Randy Orton situation. Edge came out that Monday night. Was due to celebrate because he's back in the WWE, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Randy Orton came out. And, you're like a brother to me. I'm so happy you're back. Da, da, da. And, maybe we should, do Rated RKO one more time. What do you say? And then, boom. Hits him with an RKO.
Right.
And then not only that, dude, he had some evil intentions. What do you think about this?
Yeah, he did. I mean, it was crazy. Concerto?
Yeah.
To me, that was the one move where, yes, I know there's descriptions, we'll just say, in wrestling, but that's the one move where if you screw that up, you could really hurt somebody. And that just, I don't know, Concerto always bothers me.
Yeah, I definitely agree. A chair shot like that, especially to somebody who's had surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a risk, and it's a big risk, and they want the WWE fans to hate Randy Orton right now. Well, guess what? They got what they wanted.
Right.
And then he turned around and did it to somebody else.
Yeah, he did it to poor Matt Hardy.
Because Matt came out a couple weeks later and defended Edge, and because of the history with the TLC and all the matches they've had and the friendship that's probably grown over the years. He came out to defend Edge, and what is wrong with you, Randy Orton? And
right.
He snapped on him, and he didn't only hit him once. He hit him twice. Hit him once in the ring, and then took his ass and drug him over to the freaking steel steps and smashed his head into that with a chair.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Randy Orton has lost it, folks.
He has. He's gone off the deep end. Of course, that's typical Randy Orton, if you ask me. He kind of
I mean, that's one thing I've always said about Randy Orton is he was kind of, when he came into the business, it was kind of going out of the ruthless aggression era. Mm-hmm. So he's still got that. He's got that ruthless aggression to him.
Right.
They just kind of keep it at bay. And right now they're letting him do full-blown Randy Orton back in the day shit. Which is pretty cool. Yeah. But, I mean, no one's really happy about it. But
all right.
I think it's for... Excuse us.
I don't know what that's coming from. That's not me.
That might be my phone, though.
Maybe it no, it's you.
Yeah, we go now. Excuse us, guys.
Sorry about this interruption.
But anyways, apologize for that.
Yeah.
Kind of had my phone hooked up to our
Bluetooth.
our Bluetooth, and it went off.
Yeah.
Where was I?
We were just getting on the ruthless aggression.
Yeah. You know, he, like I said, he was coming out of that area, and now he's. I like how they can pull that out of Randy Orton when they feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I mean, to me, it's kind of a cheap shot, just kind of. And I don't know though, because I know that everything I've heard from wrestlers is it's so much easier to play the bad guy because you don't really have to do anything other than go out there and piss them off. So,
right.
You know, you don't have to win a crowd over with anything. You can just go out there and do whatever you feel like. So.
Exactly. So that's one match we know that's probably more like.
Looky who am. Sorry, folks, that was my mom that called. It figures.
All right.
You know.
You're eating too.
I'm eating too. So yeah, we're kind of eating and doing the podcast.
Sorry, but
we're doing so many things, you know.
Yeah. But it figures he's eating, so his mom calls him. Just clockwork. Anyways, so that's one match we know for sure on the road to WrestleMania. Well, it's not. It's one of the many that we know for sure so far. The other, of course, is Drew McIntyre challenging Brock Lesnar for the the WWE. I'm so used to him having the Universal Championship. This is crazy. They got to stop switching belts everywhere. Just keep everything on one show. Make it all one show again. Raw down.
Nobody get this. Everybody gets a belt thing. No.
Sick of it. No, I'm kidding. So the WWE Championship.
Check this out. They're freaking belt whores, dang it.
Basically. But so the WWE Heavyweight Championship belt is on the line at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre. For the love of God, please have Drew McIntyre take the belt off Lesnar. And Lesnar can just go away. No more coming back.
Just go home.
Just go away. Sick and tired of it. No more.
I don't get what people say about him. I really don't.
Anymore,
like maybe back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now
he's the one that walked out on the company.
It doesn't. It's not something that, I mean, I'm going to like to see it, but it's not like he's like the first guy that goes, oh my God, I want to see Brock Lesnar, you know?
Right.
No, I really don't care.
Yeah, I'm not buying tickets to WrestleMania to see Brock Lesnar. I'm seeing it to see everybody else. You're just forcing Brock Lesnar down my throat. So, that's the truth right there. So, hopefully McIntyre wins it. Lesnar's done for a while. Hopefully a good long while. I'll be happy. So happy. Let's see here. And then we have the annoying title match that I really just don't care for. And you made an alright point about it for others who will view your way, but my way, I don't get it. To me, she's stepping backwards, going down and facing Rhea Ripley for the NXT Championship. And if she wins it, it seems to be a step down for Charlotte. But at the same time, I'll be okay with it if you have Rhea retain, because that's a good win for Rhea. Because Charlotte is, to me, honestly, right now, even though I know a lot of people's opinion.
It's a pay-per-view. It's a pay-per-view. And how many freaking title shots?
How many titles she won? Yeah.
At a pay-per-view.
I'm just saying, though, Charlotte's top of the line when it comes to the women's division. She's top everything right now. If we could have kept Ronda going.
If you would have told me that a couple of years ago, I would have been like, whatever, bro. That's bullshit.
But now you can't argue that.
You
really
can't argue that. She is cream of the crop, dude.
The only way you could really have argued it if Ronda was still in it and still dominating.
I don't even know if you can.
You could make an argument.
But no, you couldn't.
Yes, you could.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, you could.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, you could, because you have a woman who is a UFC fighter.
Okay. Well,
so she's a legit fighter.
Well, then what about Brock Lesnar?
He was a WWE superstar before he was a UFC fighter. You can't do that.
So he went over there and whipped ass and came back.
And then he got his ass handed to him.
But still.
And that's why he's a little pansy now back in the WWE, because he can't do steroids over there and win his matches. He has to come over here so he can still take his steroids and win matches. Win. Air quotes. I know you can't see it. Win. Air quotes. Matches.
Boy. Dude.
I don't care who I'm pissing off.
You've got some controversial views, bro.
But anyways, so we're taking Ronda out of it because she's not even involved anyways. So yes, Charlotte is top of the line, top dog, end of discussion.
Wait a minute, no. You're wrong. There is a man there.
I love Becky.
And I'm not talking about the man's band. I'm talking about the band.
You mean the Monday Night Messiah? I mean the Monday Night Messiah?
The Monday Night Messiah?
Oh. God. Another one. This is just such
I don't get that storyline at all, but whatever.
I'm just like, my God. I almost want CM Punk to come back just to beat the crap out of Seth Rollins for doing this crap.
And he don't like CM Punk.
No, we don't.
He don't, so.
Because I hated the Straight Edge Society thing, but you know what? At least CM Punk was good. Rollins is good when he's not being weird.
Rollins is great.
When he's not being weird. He's being weird again. I don't like it when he's weird. So anyways, top of the line. I don't care. Yes, Becky has a championship on her right now. But let's be honest. If we're going to be really honest, I think Flair would whoop her ass in reality.
Charlotte Flair?
Huh? Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
Yes. I think she would just whoop her ass in reality.
I don't know, man. Those are some big words.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. That's some big words.
I'm just saying. When you're the daughter of the 16-time world champion, who also tells WWE that he's actually like 21-time champion, but WWE doesn't count some of those early NWA title reigns for some reason. Don't know why. Don't ask me. I didn't do it. It's not my fault. But anyways, or are they not counting his WCW days?
I think they would count those because they now own WCW.
So they must not count
they don't.
The early NWA championships.
Probably.
So, anyway, so we're just I just went off on a tangent there. Let's bring
Not
it
really,
back a little bit, but still. So, anyways, because Charlotte's what, 10-time now, 11-time,
10-time,
10-time, yeah. So But
and by the way, she had an interesting interview.
She did. She was on the Colin Cowherd show. Colin has been trying to get her on the show, and he finally got her on there.
Dude, I love it that they're doing stuff like this now. Like back in the day, you would have never seen something like that.
What are you talking about?
You'd see them on like the Tonight Show or something like that. But like, it's cool to see him go on like a regular sports show and actually get the.
Oh yeah,
you know,
regular sports. Yeah, you're right. about that. Yeah, it's entertaining, and I loved how I loved how much he just goggled over. It was great. You might as well just said, "I love you. I'm going to leave my wife for you," because that's basically the way he was acting. Marry me. I don't care if you're marrying some wrestler. Marry me, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed that interview, and
just by the way he was acting.
And let's see here.
But it was a great interview. It was enjoyable. If you haven't seen it, you can probably find it on YouTube, the Fox Sports app. Look up Colin Cowherd, Charlotte Flair interview. It's a great interview.
Yeah, definitely. And also, you know what we really need to get caught up on is that WWE backstage. Because everything I hear about it, it's good, dude.
Right.
And I've seen some of the stuff on, social media or whatever, but
they had Fluffy on there.
Yeah, I'm really horrible about, keeping up with my regular shows and things like that. So, I mean...
So am I.
You're better at it than I am. So, I mean...
Not that much.
I can go like almost 3 weeks without watching wrestling. But then I can sit there and I can binge watch. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's what I do. And now when we're doing the podcast on a more, more...
Frequent basis,
I do keep up with it more because, people need to know their stuff. And,
right.
I mean, what do you think about everything going on at AEW right now? Do you like AEW or is it?
It's weird that it's on a Wednesday night to me. It just doesn't seem like a wrestling night.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
It's like...
Because it's always been Monday.
Thursday
or Friday. Even a Saturday, man. I mean,
yeah. My other problem is I don't know what the hell. I don't know why we have 3 different feuding factions going on right now with the All Elite team, the Inner Circle team, and the freaking Dark Order. I can't keep up with that.
Yeah.
I could barely keep up with the Elite versus the Inner Circle. Now we're throwing the Dark Order in here, and I'm going, what the hell is happening?
And they're trying to get...
And they're all, like, fighting each other. They don't care. As long as you're not on my team, I hate you. I'm like, what the heck?
It makes for good TV, bro.
I'm just sitting here like, what happened to the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Right.
What happened to that?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And Jon Moxley, he's definitely come into his own, dude. He's stout.
My other problem is I've already run my course with Jericho as champion.
I get where you're coming from with that, but also, too, you got to think about it like this. They wanted to bring somebody in with prestige. Le Champion does have prestige.
But it's ran its course.
Yeah, and here soon there's a pay-per-view coming up, Revolution.
Yeah, I know, but I want him to...
Where it's gonna be Jericho versus Moxley.
Yeah, I know. But here's what I want. I want him to fight with the title, lose the title, but still be in the title hunt. I don't want you to be champion. Might as well be Brock frickin' Lesnar.
Bro, they don't do pay-per-views like...
You can put the title on the line every 2 weeks on Dynamite. I don't give a shit.
Or at least once a month. You're right. You're all right about that.
And have him lose a damn championship match. And then turn around and still fight for it.
I think what it is, they want to make it a legitimate title. If you're just giving up the title to this, like say Jungle Boy. No, don't get me wrong.
I'm not saying you gotta fight Jungle Boy and lose.
Jungle Boy Jack Perry is a badass. And one day that dude is gonna be something big in this business.
Or they'll relegate him to a mid-card championship whenever they get one.
Either way. He is very highly talented.
Yeah.
If you did watch that match with Jungle Boy versus... He had 2 matches. He had one where they ended up having a draw. And then he put the title... I don't think he put the title on the line. Or wait, he did put the title on the line. but because he didn't tap out and because there wasn't a decision, Jericho kept the title.
Right. I'm just saying, though, they don't have to lose to somebody who's not worthy of it. I mean, he's going to be worthy eventually at some point. I'm not saying that. But he's faced Cody. You didn't have to have Cody be champion for very long.
You know what I don't like about the whole situation, though?
That Cody's never going to fight for the title.
You took Cody out of the full-on title contention.
Like, right off the bat?
Yeah. I mean,
basically.
And seriously, the promos were badass.
Right.
Like, they were good, dude. And then freaking to just, boop. I'm like, no!
Well, he's going to stick with it. But he did have his out because he was attacked by MJF.
Yeah.
That cost him the title.
I think the man deserves another title shot.
So, I mean, he can get away with that, you know. Or whenever Jericho's finally no longer champion and someone else is champion, go, well, I only meant that against Jericho. Now that Jericho's not champion, boom. But anyways, it was messed up.
And I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody has to say about Cody Rhodes. You know, we've had old Johnny, you know, the wise guy.
Yeah.
We've had Mr. WrestleMania on here.
Mm-hmm.
Mafia Mania. Talking crap about freaking Cody Rhodes.
And his love for Brock Lesnar.
Well, guess what, though? Cody Rhodes, I'm sorry, man, but he's wrestling royalty.
He is.
And his dad...
Let's put it on Dustin.
American Dream, dude. Oh, my Lord, dude. I would give anything to learn from that man, even just... little bit.
Oh, I know. I mean, you see in interviews all the time from
all
the wrestlers currently, female, male, don't matter. They talk about how much of an influence he had on their lives.
I mean, even being just a fan and getting to watch him as I grew up and watch him in WCW, and then he's the American Dream, dude.
Yeah. Polka dots and all.
I mean, he could pull off any gimmick they gave him.
Like polka dots.
Yes.
Anyways, I mean, you know what? Let's just give it to Dustin. Fuck it. Can we get Dustin in one more title run?
Yeah, Dustin's badass too, dude. I mean,
come on.
I've always thought that he was good.
Yeah. But I mean, just honestly though, Jericho, it's run its course with Jericho. And I'm just ready for a new champion. And Jericho, you can keep it legitimate. Like I said, you can keep it legitimate if you have Jericho still fighting for it. It's not like, okay, Jericho's done. Bye, Jericho. Because Jericho is, he's very talented.
To make fans like you happy.
Thank you.
I'm just going to say this. They should have let Kenny Omega win. When they had the title fight.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing with Kenny Omega.
My God, he's gone downhill since that title fight. He's tag champion.
He's a tag champion, but is him and his partner even on the same page?
All right. Ah! Got it. Good one.
So,
well, one is on one page for sure.
Mr. Hangman's doing his own thing, He's got to get them drinks in, so.
And then you have Omega, who's trying to fight death matches with Moxley every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Which, hey, man, that match, hands down, one of the best matches I've ever seen. Next to friggin' Foley and Undertaker.
I love how they turn the lights off for like 2 seconds and then turn them back on. All right, we're in our sanctioned match. Unsanctioned match? You're like,
yeah.
Wait a minute. What do you mean unsanctioned?
Wait a minute. You guys don't approve, but you're going to sit here. You're going to commentate. You're going to do all these things.
We're going to watch these two guys beat the holy hell out of each other. And boom. Anyways. All right, let's take another turn back to WWE for a minute. Let's talk about let's see here. So we only know for sure 2 matches, don't we, at WrestleMania? For sure, like For sure.
Well, we know it's Becky Lynch. Yeah. Yeah, because there's still the Elimination Chamber coming.
Yeah.
So we don't know who's going to win the Elimination Chamber, even though kind of already set up. You ain't even really got to watch the pay-per-view to know who's going to win that.
I know, I'm going to win it, duh.
No, Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You don't have somebody bite somebody's damn neck. For that not to be like the ultimate feud all the way to freaking WrestleMania.
Alright. Yeah. Let's see.
And that's just weird, dude. What the hell she bite her neck?
Because she's crazy? I don't know.
I know, and she's like, I didn't even plan to do that. Imagine things I planned to do. I'm like, you're crazy, bitch.
You're a crazy bitch, but never mind.
yeah, we should play that one. How you doing?
Yay. Anyway, so we got the Super Showdown coming up this Thursday on the WWE Network. I'll be at work when it comes on, so I won't even get to watch it until later. I'm gonna cry.
Well, we'll watch it.
We will. We got, let's see here. Goldberg came back to challenge The Fiend for the Universal Championship. I got it right this time. Ah!
Yeah, that's quite interesting. They had Goldberg and they had The Fiend talking to each other, and Goldberg told him he's not afraid of him, that he doesn't intimidate him, that he's next.
Yeah. Well, technically he was talking to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
If we're to buy this split personality.
Split personality, yeah.
Yeah, if we're buying the split personality. Which I can buy. I mean, you know, we all know that it's been proven that you can have a split personality, so.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it can't be legit. I don't know. He's kind of crazy. I mean, Wyatt kind of creeps me out.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's kind of legitimately kind of creepy.
Well, I think that's why they're going with it, and I think he's good at it, man.
Yeah. This Funhouse thing is a little weird.
I like it.
Of course you do.
I like everything about it.
I know you do.
Anything that's creepy, throw it my way. I love horror movies, all that. Come on,
this is fantastic. Let's keep this up, baby. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm just sitting here going, no. Can we not? I don't know, man. They're so hard.
I think what you're mad about is they waited so long to bring Bray Wyatt to the character that he was supposed to be years ago. He came in, was supposed to take over and be the,
the new Undertaker.
New Undertaker.
But then they turned around and had him face the Undertaker at WrestleMania and get annihilated. And then they're still trying it. It's like, dude, why are you beating the dead horse that you killed off at WrestleMania?
Hey now. This Fiend character is a lot different than Bray Wyatt's character from before. And not only that, but that dude looks way more stout now than he did back then. I mean, this dude he's a full-on superstar now. And he's better than his brother. Good God. He's better than his dad.
I don't know his dad, so.
IRS.
Oh, that's right, the IRS guy.
Yep.
Sister IRS, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so, I mean.
But God, dude, give me fucking 2 years, I'll probably be better than his brother. I'd have to get in shape.
I wouldn't say that. I think Bo Dallas.
They won't do anything with Bo.
That's because he's got a lot of personal problems.
Well, he needs to get over it.
Dude, you are such a jerk sometimes.
I know.
You controversial views. That's why I ain't even trying to bring up the women's champion over in AEW right now.
Oh, let's not
go there. You're not even gonna go there. Mm-mm. I mean, equality is equality. He. I don't care what you say, man.
He.
It is what it is. They let her in the company. They let her represent the women, and she is the champion.
He.
So, it is what it is. And we know people in the biz that know her too. So
I'm just saying.
And you don't really know her truly, personally as a person. So how could you judge?
Very well. Saying.
So
I understand that we're talking about a sport that is predetermined, and so you can have someone like that win. But what if Miss Thang goes against it though?
Okay, but you want to talk all this and that, but look at Tessa Blanchard.
We're talking about a woman
going against a dude.
That's their decision.
Just like AEW.
But it's not...
That's their decision.
No, but we're not talking... But Tessa Blanchard is a legitimate woman, though. We're talking about a woman who's not pretending to be something she's not.
Yeah, but she's going against dudes. And going after the World Heavyweight Championship.
But we're still not talking about the same thing.
But yeah, how are we not?
Because we're talking about a dude pretending to be a woman. Going after a woman's title. We're not talking about a woman... pretending to be a dude going after the dude.
Society we live in nowadays.
I'm just saying.
So.
But here's the thing. Again, yes, I'm a little weary of Tessa because what if one of the guys decides they don't like it? She's in danger of getting hurt.
Yeah.
What if Nyla decides that she doesn't like whatever the storyline they're going with, and she does something about it, and she's going against women half her size?
That's true too. I mean, you never know, but...
So, you're putting people in danger. That's my problem.
Yeah. Hey, but hey, if you sign up to do it, you know
I guess you took the risk when you find out that she was going to be part of the company and you signed up for it, sure. I guess you did. But still. I mean, honestly, though, did anybody think Tessa was ever going to be fighting a man for a man's championship?
Not really. Which is, I'm like...
So that's still a little bit different.
Seriously, I don't even want...
still a little different.
To be honest, we've watched Tessa Blanchard, and she's a badass, okay?
Yeah.
But I seriously don't want to watch that match, because even if she won it, it tarnished that title. To me, it's like...
So wait a minute, why does that tarnish that title, but then Nyla's title isn't tarnished? See, who's got double standards now?
Because she is technically, in a technical sense, considered a woman. It doesn't matter what we think. Government.
I don't care what the government says.
Neither do I, but you know, it is what it is.
Because you know what did it say on that birth certificate?
Well, like, my kids ever come to me, hey, Dad, I'm gay. I'm not going to stop loving them any less.
I'm not going to stop loving them either, but I'm also not going to agree if they go, if your son comes home and says, Dad, I'm a girl.
Well, yeah. And there's that.
I'm like, all those times I took you to go to the bathroom, I mean, crap. In the boys' bathroom?
Oh, my boy's full on boy. There ain't no denying that kid.
I'm just saying.
He's already getting in trouble in school for kissing on little girls.
I'm just saying though. You said you can't compare gay and transgender because you know what? Even some transgenders are still
right. And I don't agree with the whole bathroom thing. Like, I seriously don't want my daughter going in a bathroom with
a dude who hasn't had any changes but claims to be a woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just saying.
With that,
but I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying.
But then you turned around and had your own double standard about the championship prestige losing it.
Well, I mean, it's just a little bit different because the prestige of the title is already there. The prestige of the TNA title is already there.
Not much of prestige.
Bull crap.
When you're the fifth company.
Please tell me, bull crap.
When you're the fifth company.
How many people have held that title, Randy? Sting.
So?
Samoa Joe.
So?
AJ Styles.
And you're still what? Third company? At best? Fourth company? Fifth company?
Dude, you're full of shit.
I'm telling you. You agreed with me when I made that list.
Well, now, yeah, because all the guys.
So we're not talking
because all the guys that actually made that company are not even there anymore.
I know, and guess what? That company's going into the tanks. That prestige is gone already.
Well, but that's the only thing, the prestige of the title.
And it's now called Impact. It's not even TNA. Back when it was TNA, it was more prestigious. But now it's just the Impact title.
Oh, yeah. And I don't know. Boy, we got on the subject, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. You went there.
Hey, somebody had to go there, bro.
And you did.
Somebody had to do it.
So I'm just saying, you can't sit there and compare the same thing and then be, and then double standard.
The only reason why I said double standard with it, that title's brand new.
But it's a woman's title. Don't call it a woman's title then.
I guess there's that.
Because you don't see in Impact, though, it's not called the men's heavyweight championship. It's called the Impact heavyweight championship.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Don't call it the women's championship.
I was just trying to give a little bit of,
I'm just saying, don't call it the women's championship.
All right. You're going to cause some controversy.
I don't care.
You don't want, so.
I don't care.
Backlash is on you, not me, bro.
I'm just saying. Don't call it the women's championship.
All right, let's move subjects.
Thank you. Change subjects.
No problem.
Let's get into a little bit of the sadness. So, I'm gonna open up a little bit in my emotions.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Oh, bite me,
If you
Snippy.
didn't already do that.
Oh, I just let out my anger. Now I'm gonna let out my sadness. So, I'm sure as everybody heard, of course, by now. If you haven't, where have you been? You've been living under a rock because it was news everywhere to everybody. Doesn't matter if you're a sports fan or not. That Kobe Bryant and his daughter and 7 other members on a helicopter lost their lives in Calabasas, California, just outside of Los Angeles. This really hit home for me because I did love basketball, Kobe. Unfortunately, man Kobe I was kind of a little worried of because of what he did off the court back in the early 2000s. I honestly still do not think that his rape allegation should still stand for anybody who's saying that. No, that's not what I'm upset about. I'm upset about the fact that he cheated on his wife. I don't think he got away with rape because guess what? She's the one that didn't want to put her name out on it, and she's the one that decided to pretty much take the money and run. I think it was more of a money grab anyways, but when she wouldn't put her money out on it and hid behind that, I don't think she did it. I don't think he did it, I'm sorry. So I'm just upset because I don't think he should have cheated on his wife because Vanessa is a gorgeous woman. I don't think anybody should be cheating, period. If you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be cheating. That's just my own opinion. That's how I'm going to be about it. Anyway, so Kobe Bryant, the basketball player. I loved Kobe as a basketball player. I used to annoy the crap out of Cooper when we were younger. I go, man, if I had half the talent Kobe Bryant would be, I'd be in the NBA right now. Because he was he was the man.
For a while there, though, it was a love-hate relationship between you and Kobe.
Well, yeah, because he ran off Shaq. And I didn't. And then in 07, we had the issue where he was trying to quit the Lakers again because we had that little deal. But then we got Gasol, and then Kobe was all happy again. So I was like, thank God, because we lost Kobe. I don't know what we were gonna do. That would have set us back years.
Yeah.
But what hurts the most on this loss for me was every time I saw Kobe, especially after 2012. And then even after his retirement, every time I saw Kobe, it was a happy reminder of the times I got to be with my dad. I got to see Kobe play live in Portland. My dad and I went. They lost the Portland Trail Blazers, but...
Yeah, for most people that don't know about us,
yeah,
we're from Oregon.
Yeah, we're from Oregon.
We're in Florida, but we from Oregon.
We're
West Coast boys.
Yeah, so it was easy to go to a Portland game more than it was to a Los Angeles Lakers game. So when the Lakers were in town, we had the money, we went, and but it really hurt because now every time I'm going to see Kobe in anything, it's no longer really a happy memory because hey, Kobe was alive. Now it's doubly sad because now it reminds me my dad's gone and Kobe's gone, and that's just like my God, this is depressing. And it just killed me even more that his daughter had to be on that helicopter with him.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I mean, and some of the stuff that people are coming out with, like, I don't know, like, saw something on social media. I think it was last night or something, where somebody where they claimed it to be Gigi's last words. I don't want to die.
Who would have known that?
I mean, I know. That's what I'm saying is like people putting stuff out there like that, or what was it? Vanessa committed suicide, which was fake news.
Oh God, yeah.
That shit is stupid. Any dumbass that does that, they need to get their ass kicked.
Yeah, they do.
Leave that family alone.
Right.
And leave the rest of them families alone.
Exactly.
You know, and not only that, everybody wants to get all butthurt that, hey, well, why was Kobe brought up first, but not these other 7 pastors? Kobe and his daughter were brought up first. Well, you know why? It's because they were famous.
Yeah.
And it was leaked. It wasn't supposed to be, but TMZ did it.
Yeah. And also, it was Kobe Bryant's helicopter.
Yeah. So
guess what? When
two and two together, come on now.
Yeah. Oh, Kobe Bryant's helicopter was down. Was he on it? Oh, guess what? He was.
Yeah.
And also, they wanted to make sure they had everybody's positively ID'd.
You know, everybody wants to be all hateful about this. But what about them other passengers? Well, guess what? Them other passengers were his friends. Right. They knew who Kobe was. They were his best friends. And you know, his daughter's teammates.
Yep.
They were all going to the same place. I'm sure there's no ill will. They're all dead. I'm sure they're not mad at, oh, well, you got more attention than I did. They all know who Kobe Bryant was.
Right.
And for me, that really pisses me off that people want to be like, oh, well, what about these people too?
Right.
We're mourning everyone. That's 9 people that passed away.
Yeah.
9.
Gone. Never did.
And kids.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody. It's just stupid.
It is. It's ridiculous.
It's like, what more can we argue about?
Right. They just need to get over it.
It doesn't matter what it is anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Politics, friggin' whatever anybody can argue about, they will.
Yeah, they will.
Because, I mean, I just had to delete a family member off of Facebook because of an argument over a political post.
All right.
Because I'm a Trump supporter.
All right.
Well, I'm sorry. You're not. I'm sorry you're not. But you know one thing I do notice? Is a lot of Trump supporters don't go around running their mouths the way Democrats do.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And when we come out with facts about this, that, or the other, they go back to that same old thing. And you know why my family's coming at me? Well, you're disabled. You're really gonna hate it when he takes your benefits away. No, you're gonna hate it when he takes your benefits away.
Exactly.
I'm disabled. There's no. Well, is he? I'm sorry. I'm sitting in a damn wheelchair. I have cerebral palsy.
All right.
You know, he's not gonna take it away from the people that actually need it. And in fact, from what I hear, what he's gonna be doing is he's gonna be doing a. Like evaluation where every couple of years people have to go in and they have to do an evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, somebody that's not clinically disabled, where it's just it is what it is. They've got it where it's permanent. They have to, which I don't find nothing wrong with.
Right.
I don't, because I do think there are people out there that use the system. And because of them people that use the system, you got people like me that live the way I do.
Right.
Where I'm struggling all the time. It sucks.
It is.
And people that are okay with their benefits and okay with pulling food stamps and doing all that. Trust me, if I didn't have to do it, I sure as hell wouldn't do it. Because it's kind of demeaning sometimes.
Yeah.
So... Anyways, sorry I went on a little tangent about that, but it just kind of frustrated me because I feel like I'm targeted because I don't support Democrats when it's like you guys don't even realize that our country was going way downhill before this.
All right.
You're just targeting him because what? He's a regular guy and he says what he feels.
Right.
I mean, seriously, that's how it is. You call anybody on their bullshit anymore and they get butthurt.
They do. It's ridiculous.
I mean, and you are right to an extent with the Nyla Rose thing. I do agree with you. I was just kind of going left wing with it too because, you know, we do have viewers out there that are okay with it, which for them that's cool.
Yeah.
You know.
But
I do get where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
It's the fact that, you know, because of things like that, and because of, you know, Democrats and the way they view things, sometimes it's like, you know, think what you want, but what you're teaching our younger generation is that, you know, oh, well, it's okay to feel the way you do. It's okay to be gay. Hey, let's start teaching these kids, you know, sex ed way early. I don't believe any of that. The longer you can keep a child away from that crap, do it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I wish I wouldn't have made out with girls in school and was more worried about what chick I was dating instead of my grades, and I was more worried about my friends and things like that and things that were going on in school instead of thinking ahead of where I'm going to be in 10 years from now.
Yeah, we gotta let them enjoy their innocence as long as we can.
Yeah, let them enjoy it, man.
Enjoy their childhood, enjoy their innocence as long as it's possibly
For
can.
real, dude.
Because they don't need reality to smack them in the face yet.
No.
They're gonna get enough of that.
It will, dude.
And it will hit hard. And they don't need it at a young age.
Sad enough for people like me with cerebral palsy or people like you that's obese.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we get a dose of that at a young age.
Yeah.
You know, and sad enough for my kid. You know, he's got a scar on his chest from his open heart surgery, and he gets picked on at school. And
Right.
you know, he's shy. There's nothing wrong with the kid. He's smarter than hell, dude.
Except he can't run through the house.
Yeah.
Without
He's
running
clumsy.
into a wall.
He's clumsy. He's smart, but he's just very shy, and he just like.
Yeah.
You know, he gravitates to some people, and then other people that don't. And some kids, they don't understand that. He's already come up to me, hey, Dad, you know, I've been picked on. I don't know why this kid picks on me. And I'm like, buddy, sometimes they just do it.
Yep.
I'm very sorry, dude. And what's sad is, you know, we've been hearing about these stories about, you know, kids getting picked on in schools, and there's this kid that I guess here recently was picked on, and he's a dwarf, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like, teach your kids to love, not hate, dude, because you know what? It saves a lot of trauma for a person, because I tell you what, I mean, I still think about some of the things that happened to me back in the day in high school, and I got picked on and kicked out of my wheelchair and beat up on and spit on, and you know, all these are good kids. They would never do anything like this.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? They did things like that, and I had to deal with it. And because a teacher thought, well, this kid's a good kid, why would he do that? So you're telling me that I'm coming to you telling you this person's doing this to me? Why would I do that? Like, what, am I jealous of them? I have nothing to be jealous about with anybody.
Right.
I mean, hell, I'm a good-looking dude. I was a good-looking dude back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, bro. I mean,
yes, I know girls.
The only thing that was wrong was I was very quiet, and I kept to myself, and I didn't, you know what I mean. And I think that's a lot of my problem too. Is I'm just a quiet person. Like, unless you speak to me, I'm not gonna really
approach you.
You know, I mean, this podcast thing, this has been a little bit different. It's broken me out of my shell, brought me out where I'm talking to people more, and I'm trying more.
Yeah.
And it's fun, you know. I mean, to talk about sports, to talk about wrestling, to do what we do, it's good.
Yeah.
But in order for the younger generation to do this, to be able to communicate on what they want in life,
right,
and you know, and be able to be a good person, we have to teach our kids that they can't bully people.
Yeah.
Bullying is just not right. Now, You know, I mean, I know, it's traumatic. It's torturous, and I remember plenty of times when I was a kid, I just didn't even want to go to school.
Right.
You know, nowadays you hear about these shootings and things like that. I never thought about nothing like that.
We didn't have to really worry about anything like that.
I didn't think about things like that or going to school and shooting somebody. And I grew up in a house with guns.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all a matter of a mindset. Like, people wanting to take our guns away. It's like, it's not the gun, it's the person.
Exactly.
I mean, the gun's not going to walk out there and shoot somebody.
Right.
That person's going to take that gun and go do it.
That's right.
And whatever motive they have is probably not right. So, you know.
Yeah, because you don't see anybody hopping around there to go take away our cars because they're out there killing people because the person that's behind the wheel is not drunk or whatever. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
You know, by the way, someone take away spoons from me because spoons made me fat.
Yeah.
Forks.
Are we gonna sue the fast food industry? Can we do it? No.
God, how many times were they
Dude,
sued?
you know, this one time I went to McDonald's and we parked in the freaking handicap spot. Didn't have my handicap sticker, but I got out anyways. I had my wheelchair, and I thought, well, you know, if a cop comes or something, they're gonna write me a ticket, but I'll bring my ticket, you know, my sticker with me to court.
Right.
But we went inside and sat down, was eating, and this old dude walked in there and he's all pissing. Oh, you parked in the handicap spot and that's bull crap and blah, blah, blah. I was like, you can obviously see I'm sitting in a wheelchair. I was like, what is your problem? I've got diabetes. And the first thing I said to him is, well, then what the hell are you doing at freaking McDonald's? I was like, get out of my face.
Right. With your Big Mac and large Coke.
Yeah. Go work on that diabetes somewhere else, damn it.
You need Panera. You need Panera bread.
But anyway, sorry we went off on a tangent about politics and about bullying and things like that. It's just that's what it all really comes down to. Is just it's not equality that needs to happen. It's love that needs to happen. People need to love each other more for who they are instead of hating on them for who they're not or who they want to be.
Right.
It's just sometimes you might not agree with the way a person is, but love them for who they are. Because, you know, you never know who you're missing out on.
Yep.
Just by being rude to them or whatever the case is.
Exactly.
So I mean, I guess that's why I circle back around to, you know, Nyla Rose and all that other crap is just because, you know, they're people. I mean, yeah, and there's certain things as far as being a society where we're like, well, this is how it's supposed to be, and it should be. They should have their own damn bathroom.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be able to go in there with my daughter.
Yeah, you can have.
But am I gonna treat you rude if I ever meet you in person? Hell no.
No.
I'm gonna be like, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be rude to Nyla. I'm not gonna be rude to Nyla Rose, but my problem is you're in a competition, whether it's scripted or not.
I get it because Olympics.
Yeah.
Olympics. For that exact same reason, people are getting in trouble for you know, supplements and things like that, and steroid use. And
I mean, how many times are we hearing now in the news that
and hormone use?
Some supposed transgendered male teen who's now a girl is running races and destroying the women's division in track and field.
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
They already have an advantage. I get it.
I'm just saying.
But in all actuality, it's just like...
I'm just saying. Let's make a third division.
A third division. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But, I mean...
Let's just have a third bathroom.
But
that's a third division.
That's the problem with our society too. Is like if you want to really get into it and go back into the '60s and all that, and, that shit I don't believe in the least bit. I don't even care if my founding forefathers was a Ku Klux Klan mother lover. I don't care who he was, and I don't know who he was. But whatever happened back then had nothing to do with me, and You know? And I love everybody equally, dude. I mean, it don't matter who you are.
Yeah.
You treat me with respect, I'll do the same to you. But same in return. Like, when I was in high school and getting spit on and beat up, I wasn't nice to them guys, and I wasn't gonna be.
Right.
You want to be rude to me and pick on me and beat me up? Well, screw you too, dude.
Yep.
You know, and it's sad. And what's even sadder is you see some of them guys that used to pick on me and beat me up are now in, like, law enforcement.
Right.
I'm just like, dude.
Right.
Like, what is this?
Yeah. I mean, because, because I wouldn't mind Nia Jax going after, like, the WWE Championship.
Yeah, that.
Because she could really technically hold her own.
She could. Definitely.
So, instead of, don't call it a gender title, just freaking weight class it.
Well, I heard that's what they're trying to do. I'm not quite sure if it's...
Yeah, if you don't want to make it
I'm
even worse...
I'm not quite sure if it's legit or not, but from what I've seen on social media, is they're trying to get rid of gender in titles.
Okay, and then just weight class.
Which would be okay.
Yeah, and then, and then just weight class.
Because then nobody could really go, well, you're a female, or you're...
male, or you're transgender. Just, if you're
there are some people that are irritated about it. I've seen that, and I understand that.
But then again, I said, then you have weight classes, whatever weight class you are, that's the title you're going to be striving for. And that's it.
And it's kind of like, it's your choice. Either you go for the title or you don't.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, make the women's tag team championship. That's totally not, you don't have to worry about a weight division with that. Or make a tag team championship that doesn't have a weight division. That kind of women just go after, or dudes go after. I don't know. It's just all confusing. This whole thing anymore.
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
To me. Anyway, so let's go to the Super Bowl.
Let's do it, man.
All right, because we are now.
Wait a minute. No, we can't go to the Super Bowl yet.
Yes, we can.
No.
Yes, we can.
No, bro. We just talked about Kobe Bryant and all that. Let's talk about the Daytona 500.
The Super Bowl happened before the 500.
I know that, but you already talked about that.
No, we didn't talk about the Super Bowl.
Not the Super Bowl, but Kobe Bryant.
We're talking about two different things here when it comes to that. I know we had an accident for Newman, but come on.
All right.
It didn't.
All right, we'll get to
he
it.
He didn't go. He's still alive.
Thank God for that, because it was eerie.
I'm trying to also keep this somewhat in chronological order from where we were.
All right, let's go.
So let's go to the Super Bowl next. That happened in Miami, because Kobe did die the weekend before the Super Bowl. For the love of God, can we just keep it in somewhat order?
All right, let's go.
So the Super Bowl happened. Kansas City, San Francisco. It was nuts.
It's crazy, dude.
Freaking Kansas City had a crazy postseason, period.
Down to the wire on everything for Kansas City, bro.
I was sitting there going, my God, I don't know if I can handle this much Kansas City in my life anymore. I'm like watching this going, okay, Kansas City's going down.
And you know what was great about all of that?
What?
Is that, I talk crap about freaking Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my God, dude.
All year last year.
I was going to punch you in the face.
So stupid, hated it.
I wanted to punch him in the face.
He proved me wrong in the playoffs this year. And
playoffs last year until he lost the... He started, as soon as it came down to him facing New England, guess who was a big Kansas City Chief fan all of a sudden? And Patrick Mahomes fan all of a sudden.
I wasn't a Patrick Mahomes fan.
You were.
You
wanted 15 to... You wanted 15.
He full on freaking changed my mind is what he did.
Yeah, in the AFC Championship game last year. He's like, come on, Patrick! You gotta beat Tom Brady! Like... What happened to Patrick Mahomes? So I'm like, didn't we just watch him on Monday Night Football go toe-to-toe with Jared Goff?
Shut up.
Didn't we just watch that? Didn't we? I'm pretty sure we did. Anyways, I'll just stay over here while you go crazy over there.
No, this year is when.
But this year, though, you were like, Patrick Mahomes, you are a god. We are not worthy.
Like, seriously, they were... I guess my biggest problem was they were comparing him to Brett Favre. And me being...
He's a big fart. He's a big Favre.
Well,
taller than Favre.
You know what I mean? His skill level.
I'm sorry to say this, but he's way more mobile than Favre, so I think he's probably a little bit more uptick than Favre.
Wow.
And he also won a Super Bowl quicker than Favre did.
But anyways.
Third year compared to, I think it was year 5, I think, for Favre. If I remember correctly. Well, no, he was drafted in 91, I believe, and then they won in 96. So, yeah, year 5 or 6. Yeah, you can back up. You don't need to know the time.
What are we at?
$1.25.
$1.25. No.
Well, we went on a couple of political rants. But anyway, so Patrick Mahomes, MVP. I can understand that he got MVP because he's the quarterback. Those 2 picks, especially that last one where I swear to God that should have just ended the game. I don't know how San Francisco didn't end the game with that second pick.
Yeah.
But the consistent player throughout the whole game who did have a couple touchdowns, didn't have any turnovers. I know he didn't run. I don't think he ran for 100 yards. I think he was just under 100 yards. But overall, total yardage, he was well over 100. I still think should have went to Damian Williams, the running back for Kansas City.
Yeah.
That's just my own opinion. I mean, I understand it, but honestly, Williams was consistent the whole game.
Yeah.
He didn't cost.
I think the reason why they gave it to Mahomes is an overall...
Because he came back and he led the comeback,
in
basically.
the playoffs, in the Super Bowl, all that.
So, honestly, though, the Super Bowl MVP should have been Williams, in my opinion. But I'm not mad at it either.
No.
I understand it. So, it's not like it's like, my God,
No, we can't really argue that at all. So.
But on a consistent basis, yes, I think that's true. But, boy, I don't know how you can be down more than 10 points, 3 straight games, and win each game in a playoff. We're talking about 24-0.
It was crazy, was it not?
17-7, and then 20-10.
That was nuts, man.
I'm like, who are you? It's crazy. I guarantee you. So we both had half of our prediction right. We had Kansas City in there.
Yeah.
We both had an NFC West team in there, but it was just the wrong one because my team just. Oh God.
We thought they were gonna go all the way back. I thought for sure with the momentum,
But they let Sullivan go. They let Saffold go. That offensive line was a mess. Oh my God, it was a mess. Oh.
And Goff is just not good under pressure.
Goff can't run.
Yeah.
He's got to be more mobile. That's why when I made that rant that episode a while back where I was like, I wouldn't mind go ahead and trading him, trying to get a more mobile quarterback in the draft, because there's a couple of them in there, I'm just saying. I don't have to be Herbert, but Burrow's more agile than Goff. Tua's definitely more. Herbert's more, I'm just saying. Would really love to be the Oregon guy that goes to the Rams, but, that's just my own opinion. Because, I'm an Oregon boy, so I love my Ducks. Would like to see more Ducks on the Rams. Oh, my God, if we got to get a corner. So we need offensive line. We need a second corner. I love Troy Hill, but there's no way he's a number 2. Because he's going to get thrown at all year next year with Ramsey on the other side. I loved it because the commentators, oh man, I don't know about the Rams. They traded for Ramsey last year, and he didn't really do much in the second half of the Rams. That's because everybody was throwing against Hill. You ain't throwing against Ramsey.
Yeah,
if you're a quarterback in the NFL, you see Ramsey on that side, you see Troy Hill. Ramsey, Hill.
Yeah, throw to him.
I'm going back. This way. Where's that 22 lined up at? Not 20, 22. Where's he at? Because I'm throwing to that receiver.
All right. But yeah, man.
Scary.
Overall, that, the playoffs, the Super Bowl, it was badass.
It was great.
And the halftime show was great.
Oh, God, you're going to start another one.
I don't care what
Here comes another tangent.
It was great.
Here comes another tangent.
It was great.
It was great. Can we not make a tangent out of this, though, please? Because I know what's coming. I know what's coming. Can we pump the brakes and make a quick left turn?
Sure, let's do it.
Thank God, because I don't want to go into this.
Why not?
Because you're trying to get me to do it. Stop it. We'll leave that for another time. We're already an hour and 30 into this. Let's move on. All right. Well, let's move on to Daytona.
Daytona.
Since somebody won't leave me alone about it. Oh my gosh. The last lap wreck and Newman going airborne is the second scariest moment I have ever seen at a NASCAR event. Well, I have television because I've never been to a NASCAR event. Second scariest. And it's not even the... What's weird is the one that's technically should have been the scariest wasn't even that scary. But that's the second scariest because I don't know how Newman got out of that alive.
Yeah.
It just tells you
The
how much better things have gotten since 2001 in NASCAR when it comes to their vehicles.
Definitely.
Because there is... You just sit there and every time you see one of them go airborne, you're just like, this is it. We're about to have the saddest year in NASCAR history. And then they just get out and walk away and you're just like, what happened? How did you survive that?
Thank God they do now, dude.
It is amazing that they do. Because you sit there and you look back at it.
You and I watched that race together, dude.
That wreck in 2001.
I was over at your mom's house. We all watched it together.
At Daytona.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
how that happened. Oh, I can't bring it up. It'll make me sad again. I won't be sad. Because then I'll start thinking about Mom. Anyways.
All right, let's go.
So, the wreck happened. Unfortunately, though, he survived. For Newman, that he wasn't even involved in the wreck. That's the unfortunate part, that he had to be involved. Anybody being involved is unfortunate. But the fortunate part is he ended up, it took a couple days, he was back conscious, and he walked out of the hospital, was it 2 days ago, I believe?
Yeah.
So, thank God. I don't know if he's going to be in this week's race or not. I don't know if he cleared. I think he's still in concussion protocol. So I don't think he's been cleared for the Vegas race. Or I don't think he was cleared for the Vegas race today. Sorry, it was this week. So depending on how things go, the rest of this week he might be back for next week's race, and
which is a lot closer than the time everybody was thinking. Thinking it's gonna be next year before we see him again. And
yeah, we'll have to see how things go. We'll also have to see how his body continues to react too. But again, this is just another one of those moments where it puts such a damper on the winner, Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
Not personally him, but whoever wins a race where there's a last lap crash that just wipes out.
And it was just a fluke. It was his own teammate trying to give him a boost. And
This is why they've been thinking really honestly about banning bump drafting in Daytona and Talladega. Honestly, and I think they might. I think that right there might be the final straw, where they'll probably start penalizing. No matter who you're bump drafting, we'll start seeing penalties.
Yeah.
Because of that, they want to avoid that. Because they're not really designed to bump draft anymore, anyways. Because they're not technically their own style of vehicle anymore. There's a reason why it's called stock car. They're all made to almost be as identical as possible now.
Yeah.
Body wise. So bump drafting really doesn't help you anymore like it used to. Bump drafting back when they were different body styles and stuff, you needed to bump draft for the purpose of the fact that the way your vehicle was designed. Now that they're almost
aerodynamics of it,
yeah. So now that it's basically they're almost all exactly the same except almost the logo of the vehicle. I would kill to see the Mustang out there, but it's not even going to look like a Mustang. So what do I care? Something like, what is that? That's the new Mustang. I'm like, that ain't a Mustang.
Looks like everything else.
Looks exactly like the same thing. That Mustang looks like that Challenger that's out there. What is that? Anyway, so Hamlin, congratulations to Denny Hamlin for winning the Daytona 500. That's still the one sport though I'm confused about. Yeah, that's still the one sport I'm confused about.
Why?
Because they have their Super Bowl technically at the beginning of the year. That's the Super Bowl of NASCAR, and it's at the beginning of the year. It's your very first race. It seems like I wouldn't give a crap about the rest of the year. I know you want to win the Cup championship for the season and stuff, but I'm like, if I win the 500, I'm happy. Screw everything else.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of feel about it. It's like, And what's weird is they also finished the year in Homestead, Miami, which is basically just, a couple hundred miles down the road. So it's just like, what are we doing here? Can't we just flip those?
I'd like to go check it out. I
want to go to the 500.
Me and I have both never been to a NASCAR event. That would be fun to go do.
Yes, and I'm taking my ashes and both my parents with me if we do.
That would be awesome.
And I'm putting them out on the lake.
That would be cool. Definitely worth it, bro.
Yep. And hopefully if we go, we have enough money, we can also invite Bruce.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to have Bruce come out here for it. Because he would enjoy it. So,
and speaking of Bruce, Newman was his favorite, right?
Yes, Newman. Though he's more of a Kyle Busch fan, sorry.
I thought he was a Newman fan. So.
He was a Newman fan first, but he really likes Kyle Busch.
Gotcha.
And Newman wasn't really the winner that Kyle Busch is, so. I'm like, okay, Broncos fan.
All right.
So that make you a Chiefs fan now? Oh, I'm so nice.
But yeah, we're coming close to coming close to WrestleMania, all that. I'm pretty excited. What about you?
I'm excited, but we also got one more sport to talk about.
What's up?
The new football league that started that weekend.
Oh, that football league. That football league?
The XFL, baby. It's back. XFL 2.0.
I will tell you, this is actually quite surprising. I seriously thought it was
football.
I seriously thought it was going to suck.
It's football.
But it's football.
With some nice innovations. The safety for the safety factor on the kickoff.
I like that.
I like it too. If anybody who hasn't noticed, both teams sit across each other 5 yards apart on the 30. So the kicker basically is all by himself at his own 35. Both teams line up at the opponent around the 30-yard line of the opponent, with the return man hanging around about the 10. So then the kicker kicks off, and as soon as the return man catches it, that's when they can start going at the blockers and defenders can start going at each other, basically. And so it limits the impact because you don't get much of a start on each other from 5 yards out.
Yeah.
5 yards, that's freaking 15 feet.
Yeah, well,
it's not much of a
the basis of what this is they're trying to limit,
impact. High impact.
They don't want injuries, and that's one of the biggest things with the NFL is that the injury count on special teams is pretty bad.
Yeah, and then what helps is the fact that you got 10 players. You basically got a 10-on-10 lineup. If you mess up as a defender and you leave enough of a gap, and that freaking return man can find it, he gone.
Yeah,
he can take it to ass. Which finally happened, by the way.
It did it?
Yeah, that's right. Today, the St. Louis Battlehawks. Wrong team. The Battlehawks.
Seattle's Dragons, dude.
Yeah, the St. Louis Battlehawks did a reverse on their kickoff and took it to the house.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I might have to check that on ESPN or something.
Yeah, so we had our
my mind has been
I know.
lately, so.
We both haven't been right lately.
Yeah, you're right.
I haven't been right for my own personal reasons, but that's me. Anyways, he's had his own things. Anyways, but the product is
it's a lot more innovative. I enjoy it, and the fact that you're seeing guys that have been in the NFL, and they're getting reps. And what they're doing is they're setting it up so hey. You do good here, there's a chance you can get
right.
You can go into football.
Exactly. So it's going to be interesting.
And it's a lot smoother than what I thought it would be. And it's fast, dude. It's so fast. When they're actually scoring, anyways. When they're not,
yeah,
When they're not, I can take a nap because I did.
Yeah, I know.
So, but I woke up the second half and it was nice.
They were going. I mean, sometimes in the game it can take them a little while to get going, but once they do, it's going.
Yeah, it's.
And I love that the fact that they no longer they don't have the point after. You have to either go for 2, 3, or 1, 2, or 3 by a play. You have to run an actual offensive play.
You know what I like? No more wrestling commentators. You know what else I like? No more nicknames. Come on now.
That was fun though.
The nicknames.
It was a little fun.
No, it wasn't fun.
It was fun.
Stupid.
It was fun. It helped get Rod Smart into the NFL.
Well, maybe one guy. What about the rest of the people?
I mean, come on. He Hate Me was a pretty sweet nickname.
Yes, it was. I'll give him that.
He Hate Me. Rod Smart, man. That was a great one. Oh, man. I loved it when he petitioned the NFL to see if we can have He Hate Me on the back of his jersey. And the NFL is just like, no. This isn't the XFL. This is the NFL. Which means not for long.
And the XFL was not really enough. I was worried about it because it's like, really, Vince, you're going to bring it back, dude? Really?
Well, when I watched the press conference when he talked about it was going to be football, not entertainment.
Yeah.
Then I went, okay, Vince, if you can keep it that way, I'll buy into it. If you can keep it
and
that
it
way.
Looks like a lot of people have bought into it.
Yeah.
It's a good product.
Yeah.
I like the replays. I like how they bring you up.
Oh my God, the replay booth is fantastic because you go into the booth now.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
They bring you into the booth.
And then like when they score a touchdown, they do interviews with the
pretty
quickly. It's cool. I like it. And this new referee that's just there to place the ball.
Yes, the placement referee. My God, doesn't have a flag, doesn't have a whistle, doesn't have nothing. Just obviously the uniform and a bag of balls and a red hat to designate that's what they are.
Yep.
Fantastic.
The game has been a lot faster, and I think that maybe
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if the college level maybe takes a look at I
wouldn't be surprised if the NFL doesn't take a look at some of those rule innovations and go, you know what, we might want to do something like that.
The NFL's a little bit more stubborn, and they're going to...
Yeah, but from the original XFL, they took the Sky Cam.
Yeah, that's true. And, I mean, I do like the kickoff.
The NFL would be stupid not to go to that at some point. Or a version of that.
Because, too many people get hurt.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised in the least bit. At some point, there's a version of that. At some point.
Yeah. So
in the NFL.
Yeah, man.
The punt's cool. Different. The punt, you can't go.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't take off until you hear the thud of the kick.
And not only that, but if you kick it out of bounds, there's an automatic
35-yard line, unless you kicked it out of bounds before the 35, then it goes up to where it went out of bounds. Yeah, that's a good one.
I like that.
So you gotta be really good at coffin kicking. That's gonna put more emphasis on those punters. And some of the punters now are pretty talented, so I wouldn't be surprised. I think Marquette King will probably get a job back in the NFL. It wouldn't surprise me. I kind of now, based off what I've seen with the game, is if you don't recall, I want to talk to you about Chad Johnson was going to try to an XFL tryout as a kicker.
Oh really?
Yeah. You don't remember me telling you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But then he didn't end up having the tryout, and then I went, well, duh. He'd only kick on kickoffs and field goals. He wouldn't be hardly kicking.
So he was probably
like,
nah, whatever.
Yeah, because if you're just gonna be kicking off on kickoffs and only field goals, because you got to get repetition by.
And what's cool about this league is the age requirement. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they don't really have much of an age limit, basically.
Yeah.
Restriction on when you can come into the league. So, if it continues on a path of steadiness, and eventually maybe goes up to more in popularity, you might see college kids going, you know what? I want to make money now and show off for the NFL instead of I'm staying in school. I'm staying in school. I'm staying in school. I'm staying in school. Oh, it's finally been 3 years since I graduated, and now
look
I
at
go.
the damn NBA, dude. The NBA, and even isn't baseball that way now too?
Baseball's not that way.
Baseball's not that way, but
No.
NBA is though.
Yes.
You can be 18 and go into the league.
The difference with the MLB is if you choose to go to college, you have to go for a year. You can get drafted, and it's still your choice whether or not you want to go back. Because you can still go back in Major League Baseball. You continuously get drafted, and then it's up to you whether or not you want to just go to the team. But if you get drafted as a teenager, you're like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and go to college. Well, then you have to go to college for that year. It's not, oh, you can't go, and they're like, you know what, college isn't really for me. Well, the MLB is like, well, you got to have to wait till the next draft anyway, so you might as well just go play.
So, I mean, it's cool because it gives them kids a chance to showcase their talents, and not only that, but some of them guys that are in the NFL that, hey, I didn't get on a team this year, I'm going to go play over here.
Yeah, exactly.
They can still make money.
Exactly.
Especially when it's like, I still feel like I can play. I want to go play. Because one thing you know about a football player, once it's in your blood, dude,
it's hard to get it out.
It's there.
Well, just about any sport.
So exactly, and
until the NCAA and NBA get their stuff together, or the NCAA finally figures out a compensation for the college athlete, I wouldn't be surprised if you're looking at some point down the road, if the XFL can pull it together, that I wouldn't be surprised if we see college, and I'm not just saying college kids are like, you know what, I'd rather go play in the XFL to keep it. I'm talking about legit college stars. I wouldn't be surprised if you go, you know what, I can go make $100,000 in the XFL for a year or two. Why don't I go do that, and then I'll go worry about the NFL? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Go, you know what, college I'd rather make money.
But then again, too, there is this concern for injury, so we'll see what happens with it. I mean,
well, there's a lot of concern for injuries right now, and you're not even getting money as a college athlete.
That's true.
That's why you're seeing kids who have the capability.
And not only that, but there's that documentary on how some of these kids, they get hurt in college, and they don't have medical to take care of their injuries.
Yeah, that's why
they're kind of screwed.
Yeah, and you see a lot of the high-profile athletes who can get an agent will get them life insurance, or not life insurance,
health insurance,
not health insurance, injury insurance thing, where basically if they get hurt, it gives them a payout. So, oh boy, man, we've been going a long time.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It has been. We haven't even.
And I'm very sorry we went off on tangents. It's been a while.
His fault.
So it's been a while since we've been on here.
I'm blaming Cooper for my tangents.
It's cool. I'll be the one to be blamed. It's all good.
I do want to quickly throw out there, the NBA All-Star Game was interesting.
Was it?
Yeah. The new setup they had for it. I enjoyed it. It was, I didn't really get to watch it, but it sounded like it went well. I forgot it was on.
When was it?
It was last Sunday.
Yeah, the kids were here. And we were all pretty busy, I think.
Yeah, and I forgot. So, but basically what they did with the new style, and it sounds like they might keep it, sort of, moving forward, was the fact that the game was basically broken down into quarters. You wanted to win your quarter because if you won your quarter, you won money towards your charity of choice, each player. And then after the third quarter, you got all the previous 3 quarters score totaled, and then in honor of Kobe, they did 24 points from whoever was leading. So basically, in this one, it was 133 to 124 East over the West. So the first one to 157 because that was 24 more points for the East. So the first one to 157 wins. That's basically how it worked. And so, Skip Bayless complained because he said the fourth quarter seemed like it actually lasted a whole half of time, but eventually the West came back, won 157 to 155. So, and from what I've heard though, it sounded like a lot of people like that setup, and the NBA sounds like they're either going to look at keeping it exactly that way or maybe making some minor tweaks and changes beginning next year, and so could make an interesting All-Star game where, because what a lot of people liked was the fact in the fourth quarter they played defense for once.
Yeah.
Because basically in an All-Star game you're not playing defense.
Yeah.
But when you got money on the line, especially for a charity, you play a little defense.
Yeah.
And you throw something on the line for it. So
yeah, I mean that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
And of course that was an honoration. They had the honor of Kobe. I don't know if they'll keep the point number the same.
Probably this year.
Yeah, I think it was just this year, one-time deal.
But
So we'll see. But overall, I think that's good. The NBA's been going, just started back up this week. This last week, Thursday was the first night back for most teams through the weekend. Lakers just won earlier tonight against the Celtics. Surprisingly, to see Bill Russell in a Lakers uniform. He was wearing Kobe in honor of Kobe. It wasn't just some random Laker uniform. It was Kobe's.
Yeah.
In honor of Kobe, since the game was in Los Angeles and he made the trip out to watch the game. So that was really cool to see. And I was looking at him going, "You look weird in purple and gold.
Like this isn't right.
This isn't right." But thank you for honoring Kobe. But I couldn't stop helping but staring at it because I'm just like, this is really weird. Oh, another thing we forgot to talk about last night: the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, dude! So this thing was a slobber knock. And there's a picture. If you haven't seen the picture, but there's a picture. Wilder is just getting lit up by a right hook by Tyson Fury. Fury ended up winning in the 7th round on a technical knockout. I believe someone said that Wilder's corner actually threw in the towel.
Really?
Yeah. On that, after that knockdown. So that's how they got the technical knockout. So Tyson Fury is the new champion. And this is why I don't buy into the fact that he's going to be at WrestleMania. Fury. Because there was rumors that he was going to come back and face somebody at WrestleMania. And I was like,
not if he's the champion.
I'm like, not if he's the champion of boxing. And two, he just fought a boxing match. And that's not enough time, I think, to recover to go wrestle, quote unquote, wrestle anybody at WrestleMania. Whether it had been Lesnar, because they were talking about he might go face Lesnar.
Or Strowman.
Or Strowman. But him and Strowman had that tag match long after their battle in Saudi Arabia. So I think they're supposed to be. They were supposed to be good and all that. So
shows how much I pay attention sometimes too.
I know, right? And he gets mad at me.
I've been real sick lately, and then with everything going on, it's just been nuts. So.
But yeah, so that's why. And he still, and actually, Fury also admitted he still has like 3 contract matches for boxing. So I don't think he might.
Oh, not only that, but what about the Conor McGregor fight?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Conor McGregor fight.
Conor McGregor.
He returned and won. I forgot about.
He returned and won too, man.
Yeah, I don't remember who he fought.
The Cowboy.
Oh, that's right, Cowboy dude. That was.
Yeah.
He annihilated the Cowboy dude. Oof. That was crazy.
But I don't know. It came back a little. He's quieter and didn't run his mouth as much this time.
Yeah, that kind of creeped me out too. I was like, what in the world are you doing?
Where is Conor McGregor?
Who are you and what have you done with Conor McGregor? Oh. It was weird.
Anyways, we apologize, folks, for taking so long on this podcast. And taking so long to actually do a podcast.
I blame him.
I blame you too. We both been.
You can't blame me. I'm amazing.
We both been very sick, and a lot of things going on in our personal lives that has just kind of gotten in the way, and we apologize for that. We're gonna try and come back and make this better and make this more routine.
Exactly. Oh, mercy. So, again, sorry for the long podcast. Almost 2 hours. Jeez. So, if any of you who made it through, thanks. We appreciate it.
Yeah, you probably won't make it through, but it's all good.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it through it either. Well, that's because I got work tomorrow. But anyways, we appreciate it, guys. Hope you have a good one. Brandy, can't wait to talk to you next week. Looking forward to it.
Tattoo Girl 2020.
That's right. Look her up on TikTok if you got TikTok. Check her out.
She's like the second person. When you put in Tattoo Girl, you don't even have to finish the tag name. Put in Tattoo Girl, she's like the second one there.
But if you need it, it's Tattoo Girl 2020. If you need it.
So.
But anyways, it was fun, bro.
It was, man. It was.
Don't ever make me go on a tangent like that again.
Hey, man. It had to be addressed. I know it was something you didn't want to talk about, but we had to.
I was trying to avoid that. I'm like, all get out, and you just had
I was looking forward to that conversation.
Had to do it.
All right, folks. It's been real. It's been fun, and we can't wait to do this again.
All right, so everybody, see you next week. And don't forget, keep on talking sports.